Good morning, guys. I've got my coffee, my Winchester Mystery House mug. If you live in California, you know what this is. If not, look it up. Sorry, my voice is so quiet. I'm just waking up. I figured I'd film a quick get ready with me video because I bought some new makeup and I wanted to do like a first impressions kind of thing. Some of these are literally first impressions to me. Some of them are just things that I haven't used online yet. So we'll dive right into it. I don't know if any of you guys have this problem. I'm actually a really thrifty shopper. So I usually look for things that are like on sale before I'll look for like full price specific items. And the problem with that is I will find something that's a really good price and I'll fall in love with it, and then when it's gone I refuse to pay what the full retail price is. So it's nice because I get to experience and discover new products all the time. But anyway, yeah, that happened to me a couple months ago. I found like a concealer and a primer that was on sale that I just fell in love with at Ulta, and I went to Target yesterday to repurchase because I'm getting low on it, and the primer was like way more expensive than what I paid, and I couldn't find the concealer. So I got a few new items, wanted to share it with you. My face is already cleaned and prepped, and now I'm moisturizing with none other but the Trader Joe's and Rich. It's got SPF 15, which I moved the other day. I'm officially moved out of my house. Living with my dad for a couple months while I figure some stuff out, but I use that on my face, and apparently it's not the best SPF. Oh, the dogs are coming in. Move my coffee so they don't knock it over. Go on. But yeah, my face still got burnt, so anyway, so I've moisturized. So this is a new product for me. I'm using the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. They have a couple different ones. They have 3 that are for any face type, so I'd like to try all of them. They have like a mineral infused one, and then a hydrating one, I think, and then there's 2 that are for specific skin types that don't suit me. But I figured I'd start with this one. I like the color, and I like that kind of what is that, like smoky kind of covering? I don't know. I'm not fully caffeinated yet, so see how this goes. Oh, it's more of like a, my last primer was this L'Oreal Lumi primer, and it was a little bit more, it was more runny, and it was more like white pearlescent. This is more of like, it looks almost just like a lotion, like a hand cream. Oh, that smells smells citrusy, like limes, but it's got a little bit of a chemically smell, like pine sol. Well, about to rub this all over my face. Hopefully that smell fades. Let's see how it feels. It's a lot smoother than my other primer. My other primer, it was a Lumi, so it gave you a nice glow. This seems more of like a, it's got more of like a silicone type texture to it. The smell, I mean, it's all over my face and I don't really smell it on my face, which is yay. But I don't know, it's very chemically. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm gonna have to get used to that. Alright, I do like the way it makes my skin feel though. We'll see if it breaks me out at all. It does feel a little, this is my trouble area, as you can see. Alright, so I'm all primed. Next thing I'm going to do, and this is another, I haven't really used like a foundation, and I got a sample of like this Kat Von D foundation, and I used it and I hated it. I'm sure that stuff is super expensive, and it looked cakey. Like, it looked like I could have peeled my makeup off, especially around here. It was disgusting, but it got me thinking, like, I wonder if there's any good foundations out there. So I got this. It's actually a CC cream, and it has moisturizer and sunscreen, which I'm always down with. It's by Olay, so I figured I'd give it a try. This is in, I don't know what color, light to medium. So let's see, I think this was on sale somewhere. So I just put a little dab on the back of my hand. I'm just gonna I mean, it feels really nice. It's very moisturizing. It feels more like I'm using like a tinted moisturizer. It's nice. And one pump gives you a lot of product, so I imagine this stuff is going to last me for quite a while. Okay. So now that we've primed, we laid down the foundation. I always like to do my eyes first before I go in and do the rest of my face, so if there's any fallout, it's not falling on top of fresh makeup. And today I'm using, it's a Forever 21 palette. I don't know if you can see, I have Hip Pan on that one. That one's more of like a base color, but it's got some really nice shimmery. These are very like almost creamy. I really like this palette. But yeah, it's gotten a lot of love. So I'm just going to go in with this and as like a nice base color and really sweep it on my lid and all the way up to my brow bone. I'm just going real light today because I'm not really going anywhere. My daughter's homesick from school. She's been sick for a couple days, and staying home with her one more day. She's feeling a lot better, but just giving her one more day of rest. Alright, and so now I'm going to go in with this darker brown right here and sweep that right into my outer crease. Just going to use the same brush. Alright. And last but not least, I'm going to add some glitter. I'm going to go in with this glittery color and really pack it onto my lower lid. See, fallout. This is a really nice, like, coppery. Alright, and then I guess I shouldn't have closed that because I'm going to go in and line just my upper lash line with this, it's the darkest matte brown. And then we go in with this fluffy brush and just blend it out, blending it in and upwards. Very good. I should have brought some makeup wipes with me for this this fallout, but oh well, I didn't. I also didn't bring any face powder from my arsenal. I'm not doing my makeup right now in my normal place, so I brought everything out here because there's this big window here in front of me, so it gives me some really great natural light to film with. Alright, so then when that is done, I'm going to go in with my face powder. I've used this before. It's the Benefit Be a Bombshell Smooth Criminal powder. It's just a nice translucent powder to kind of set all of my... Actually, no, I lie. There's one other thing. So this is my new concealer. I was using the NYX one before and I couldn't find it, so I picked up this. It's a Dream Lumi Touch Highlighting Concealer by Maybelline. And it's one of those ones with the brush applicator and you just twist it up to get some product out. I twisted it up yesterday because it almost looked empty. Like, it starts off with the thing that you twist up all the way down here, so there's barely any product in there, so there's all this these empty spaces that you can see through, and I was like, how would it was completely wrapped. That'd be so weird if it came empty, but it didn't. I just had to keep twisting and twisting, so that was really disappointing. Like, this whole thing is not filled with product, just this one little area actually is the product in it. But first impressions, I don't like that. Oh, but I do like how it goes on. Let's see. I like to really take it out. We'll see how long this lasts me though. I mean, my next one, I still have a little bit of it left. It's just drying out. It lasts me a long time. And then again, I did get it on a really, really good sale. But NYX isn't that expensive anyway. Sure do have to twist this a lot. Am I just using too much? Am I using this the wrong way? I can't tell. Use it down the center of my chin, my cupid's bow, my nose, my brow, my under eye area. I feel like this isn't going to last me very long. I feel like I have to use a lot. I don't know. Now the moment of truth, see if I use too much. Let's see how this blends out. I'm just using one of these sponges. I need to get a new one. I have a whole pack of these. And I'm refusing to buy like a beauty blender or like a Real Technique sponge until I use these up, because I'm sure they're made out of the same material. And, you know, I'm frugal like that. I like the way this blends. I really, really do. And it blends in really, really easily. It's a little bit thinner than the NYX concealer. The NYX took a lot of work to really blend it in. It wasn't that bad. Like I said, I was really looking for that. I was going to repurchase it. But I do like this quite a bit. It's really, really easy to blend out. And I love the highlighting effect. Oh, I'm sold. I love it. I just wish that they put more product in that little tube, but you know, whatever. So now I'm going to go in and set this in with the highlighting powder with the translucent powder. I guess it highlights too. And I just do that with this fat end of this triangular sponge. I'll just really pat that on there. You guys never told me, is this cooking, baking? I don't even know. Alright. And I always take it down my jawbone, kind of. Alright, and so you let that sit on there for as long as possible. So I'm going to finish up everything else while that sits in place. So in the move, I cannot find my Ofra eye pencil. I'm sure it will pop up somewhere. So for now, I'm using just this eyeliner pencil that I have in brown, an espresso. I've learned you can use eyeliners for eyebrow pencils if you'd like, and I've even been known to use eyeliners as lip liners if it's like I have a Cabernet color that I use as a lip liner. It's really dry, but it's a really nice color when you sheer it out with some gloss, and you know, just as long as it goes on your face, it's the right color and it stays, who cares, right? Am I right or am I right? Alright. See, it's not bad. Who needs to buy a new eyebrow pencil when I got that? I can't even form thoughts right now, I'm sorry. Still not fully caffeinated. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with, again, this isn't a first impression for me, but it is the first time I'm using it on camera. It's the Chocolate Soleil by Too Faced bronzer, and I got it a long time ago in an Ipsy bag. It's honestly a little bit too dark for me, so I have to use a very, very, very light hand. I like using it as an eyeshadow as well. It actually smells like chocolate. I don't know if that's just me or if that's really what it's supposed to smell like. But very, very light hand with this because it's very dark. And it will, it blends very nicely though, but... I always start at my cheekbones where I want it to be the darkest, and then I shear it up around my my temple and my hairline, and then in here right under that highlight. Alright. And then this is, again, not a first impression for me, but first time I'm using it on camera. Actually, no, I'm going to do this afterwards. I'm going to do a blush, and then I'll do my highlighter last. So right above that, I'm going to put on some blush. I am using, I think this is ColourPop. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I don't have anything from ColourPop. I got this from a friend. Comes in this packaging, and I swear I've seen this packaging on ColourPop's website. This is in Peach Bellini number 2. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's really nice. It's a really nice, like rosy peach shade. Very summery. Yeah, my my friend had all this makeup that, you know, she's part of a million subscription services. And so she had a bunch of makeup and little samples that she just doesn't use. And I was like, well, pass those along to me. She likes more of a matte look. I like more of a dewy look. So it just worked out beautifully. So put that right above my bronzer. She also gave me like a million samples of perfume, so I'm trying all of them out right now, and once I do, I'm going to make like a review video, telling you guys like what each of them smells like, kind of what I think, but perfume is such an individual preference. I'm just going to tell you what they smell like, and you can decide if that's a scent description that you enjoy or not. So now I'm going to go in and brush all this powder off with my blush brush. Usually I would use my face powder brush for this, but I didn't bring any face powder or the brush, so, because I am very forgetful. And again, anything that you see that I use with a white handle is e.l.f. I love the e.l.f. brushes. They're amazing. They have like a higher end line that is, black handles, but the white ones, they're $1 each and they do just fine. Although I am going to have to go get some face powder to blend this out with when I'm done with this look, but you get the idea. Alright, now I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild. It's the Fergie highlight, and this is in, I don't know, oh, Rose Champagne Glow. It's a wet to dry formula, and I find that it either works better wet, that's how I've used it mostly, or just applying with your finger. A brush doesn't really pick a whole lot of it up, so I just take my finger and I swirl it around. It's actually really good. It just doesn't pick up very easily. And I'm going to brush that right onto my cheekbone. The apples of my cheeks. And then maybe down my nose a little bit. My Cupid's bow. On my chin. And right underneath my brow bone. So it just gives it a nice, really nice glow. It's even more intense, obviously, when you use it wet. It's like in your face, but I'm not going to do that today. And then I'm going to go in with my favorite mascara. It's Maybelline Pumped Up Colossal Volume. Like I said in my last Get Ready With Me video, if it comes in this kind of packaging, if it's made by Maybelline, I like it. Always use it in black. I've been using it for years. It's a favorite. I will never ever stray. It's the best priced. It is the best formula. They never change. Alright. And then this is another first impression. I think I saw this on YouTube and I made a note of it in my phone to look for it next time I went to the store. It's a Rimmel lipstick in Black Cherry, and it's still kind of summer. This is more like a fall color, but look at that. what? It comes, it's a, oh, I'm sorry, it's a Revlon, not Rimmel. It's a Revlon product. Oops. But it's a cream lipstick in black cherry. I have never put this on. It looks so dark. I'm kind of scared. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm making that kind of statement today. Wow. That is beautiful. Wow. It's really creamy. No scent, which I love. Wow. I'm impressed with this. That's good. I will be repurchasing their lipsticks. I mean, the Maybellines are usually my favorite, but this Revlon is to die for. Okay, so typically I would be using my NYX Dewy Finish setting spray, but I need to go blend out some of this harsh craziness with some face powder before I set everything in place. But that is it. That's my Get Ready With Me first impressions video. So far, first impressions, the primer, the smell didn't stick around on my face. It's not on my hands anymore. I'm sure I can get used to that and probably won't be repurchasing this. I don't know. I'll probably try some other stuff in the line, see if it's got the same type of scent to it. Ah, this stuff makes my teeth look so white. As a coffee drinker, that never happens. I'm really impressed with this lipstick. This stuff's amazing. Get it. It's like it's a moisturizer. It's got SPF. It's so smooth. You hardly need any of it. Look at this big tube. It's going to last me forever. What else was a first impression? This was a first impression. I love the product. Don't like how little there is. We'll see how long it lasts me. I will let you guys know when I run out of that, how long it took me. The NYX took me like 2 months, I think, to run out of it. So we'll see. And of course, you guys know I love the lipstick that I used today. And I think that's it for first impressions. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Mwah. Bye.